Hi y'all, my name is Monika Lind. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to be talking about when self-harm means suicide, offering design lessons from Adolescents posts on a peer support platform. In this year of COVID-19, this is what a high school classroom looks like in the US. Some of these teens are struggling, cut off from their friends, their hobbies, living with stress at home. One of these teens, let's call them Alex, has started cutting themselves this year. Alex doesn't understand why it makes them feel better, but it does, at least in the short term. Long term, Alex is embarrassed by the scabs and scars on their arms, and worried about how often the urge to cut keeps coming up. Alex wants to stop, and they have no idea how. They've told one friend, who kind of freaked out about it, if we're being honest, and now they're super nervous about telling anyone else. So Alex goes on their phone in search of mental health support. In their search results, Alex scrolls through a slew of mental health support options. Like many adolescents, Alex is hoping to speak with peers in particular, and they find one app with over 1 million downloads on the Play Store that offers them a community to get instant support for their mental health. Well, that's pretty appealing. So Alex downloads the app, creates a login, and navigates the following screens. First, on the left, Alex selects what they would like to see from a list of almost 40 categories. Alex wants help resisting the urge to cut, so they select the self-harm category. Soon, Alex arrives at the home page, the middle screen here. The home page provides an endlessly scrollable feed of other users' posts about self-harm, Alex's selected category. Alex came here to get help, so they press the button to create their first post, which triggers the purple screen on the right. A set of rules that users posting in the self-harm category are required to follow. The rules allow Alex to ask for and offer support, and forbid graphic language, bullying, and pro-self-harm content. That seems sensible to Alex, so they agree. Alex's subsequent posts and comments, plus the posts and comments of hundreds of thousands of adolescents like Alex, comprise the data driving this research. The desire to understand Alex's experience of seeking peer support online drives the research question and approach. We started out with a dataset of over 5 million posts and 15 million comments, drawn from a peer support platform that, for the record, I'm not going to name in this talk. The insights and critiques I will offer today are not unique to this platform, and I do not intend for this talk to serve as a takedown. In fact, I admire the platform's goal to take young people suffering seriously and offer them a venue to support each other. For the purpose of this study, we filtered the dataset as follows. First, we included posts in the self-harm category. We were especially interested in this category because it was the third most popular category on the platform, and self-harm is particularly prone to stigma and secrecy, making these data especially valuable. Second, we included posts made by individuals between the ages of 13 and 24, because we are particularly interested in adolescent help-seeking and well-being, as adolescence is a period of heightened vulnerability to mental illness. Third, we excluded posts from accounts that were subsequently deleted by the user, and fourth, we excluded posts that were themselves subsequently deleted. This filtering process produced a dataset of almost 500,000 posts and over 1 million comments. This study will focus on the 500,000 posts. To characterize the expressions of help-seeking in these posts, we employed topic modeling. Topic modeling is a statistical approach that uses the co-occurrence of words in a large body of text to discover the topics that occur most often in the text. Topic modeling works by fitting the words in the text to a preset number of topics, built on the premise that a cohesive body of text will contain recognizable topics defined by clusters of words. The output of a topic model is a set of topics defined by the top 10 words that characterize each topic. As is typical in topic modeling, we first created 3 topic models with different parameters. These 3 topic models had 8, 10, and 18 topics respectively. Next, 2 coders with clinical expertise rated the 3 models for interpretability. Interpretability means that the words in each topic combined to convey a cohesive meaning. The 2 expert coders selected the 8-topic model for best interpretability. Once we had our interpretable topic model in hand, we returned to the 500,000 posts. What's so powerful about topic modeling in this context is that topic modeling not only summarizes the topics in the text, but also labels each post with the probability that it belongs to each of the 8 topics. Because of this, we were able to identify the primary topic for each post. This allowed us to discover the pattern of topics in the self-harm posts. To our surprise, over half of the self-harm posts belonged to the 2 topics most strongly characterized by suicidal or morbid language. As clinical scientists, we expected the term self-harm to mean non-suicidal self-injury. And it's not just us old folks who use the term that way. On social media platforms popular with adolescents, the term self-harm generally connotes non-suicidal self-injury as well. Adolescents even riff on the term self-harm to create hashtags that are less easily found by people outside of their community. Clearly, though, users of this platform broadened the term self-harm to include and even focus on suicidality. This puzzled us at first, until we went back to review the category options offered by the platform. This platform that invites young people to, quote, come and share how you're feeling, does not offer a suicide category. It's no wonder, then, that users select self-harm as the best fit for their suicidal expressions. What can we learn from the 6 other topics that defined the other half of the self-harm posts? The other topics, in descending order by number of posts, are listed here. 57,000 posts discussing urges to self-harm. 48,000 posts discussing time clean from self-harm. 43,000 posts referring to positive communication with family and friends. 31,000 posts using graphic language to describe self-injury. 28,000 posts requesting to connect with other users off the platform. And 24,000 posts focused on self-criticism related to appearance. In this table, you can see the top 10 words from 2 of these topics. On the left, you can infer that the user is asking to talk off the platform by the reference to the messaging app Kik. On the right, you can see that the user is talking about abstinence from self-harm, using the word clean and words related to time. As we assess the content captured by these 8 total topics, we can see that users of this platform posting in the self-harm category are expressing intense pain or struggle. What do these findings mean for our goal of designing just and equitable digital experiences to support adolescent well-being? 3 design implications emerge. Let's think back to Alex, the teen who introduced us to this platform. Imagine feeling distressed about urges to cut yourself that keep coming up, not because you want to die, but because you want to feel something different, feel something other than numbness. Now imagine seeking peer support for this growing self-harm habit choosing the right category, agreeing to follow the sensible rules, and finding a forum that is full of young people like you, except that they keep talking about wanting to die. As clinical scientists, we know that non-suicidal self-injury is a risk factor for later suicidality. Might Alex's experience on the platform exacerbate their distress or cause a contagious spread of suicidality? Now let's think about the other side of the coin. What about the suicidal teen who joins the platform seeking support and discovers that there is no category to fit their needs? How invalidated might the suicidal teen feel by the platform that seems to offer categories to cover everyone but them? It is not hard to imagine why designers of a for-profit, peer support platform might try to avoid giving suicidal young people a place to gather. What's clear in these data, however, is that these young people will make a place for themselves anyway. Pictured here are the rules that Alex and other users posting in the self-harm category must agree to. To summarize, the rules allow Alex to ask for and offer support, and forbid graphic language, bullying, pro-self-harm content, and suicide notes or threats. From the topic model findings, it's clear that a lot of content that skirts the rules or outright breaks them, like graphic descriptions of self-harm and suicide plans, stays on the platform. Some of the most egregious rule-breaking posts are probably removed. The platform, however, moves at breakneck speed, and the enforcement of the rules by volunteer moderators can hardly keep up with the content. In other words, even if rule-breaking posts are eventually removed, the posts survive long enough to be seen by thousands of other users. This raises the question then, who are the rules protecting if they're enforced too late to shield the users? We hypothesize that the rules function to protect the developers of the platform. Finally, we need to consider the promises that we make to young people in distress. When Alex was looking for help, they chose this platform because it offered a community to get instant support for their mental health. In fact, over 25% of all posts in the self-harm category received no replies. That's over 140,000 posts, over half of which may have conveyed suicidal thoughts, that went unanswered. Mental health providers, whether they be community clinicians or mobile app developers, make all manner of claims about the services they offer. In many cases, these claims are intended to drive engagement, to hit recruitment targets, or turn a profit. We would do well to remember that our claims may come across as promises. If we want to design just and equitable digital experiences to support adolescent well-being, we must keep our promises. Thank you so much to my fabulous collaborators listed here, especially Afsaneh Razi, who did the statistical heavy lifting. Thank you to our funders as well, the Society for Research and Child Development and the Jacobs Foundation. Finally, thank you to the users of the platform, the other presenters in this symposium, and the folks in the audience. We look forward to your questions.